Did you know that October is one of the most powerful months to manifest all your goals and desires? It's a reason why October is known as the witching month, the most powerful, mystical month of the year. And in this video, we're going to dive into that. Peace family, Conjure Queen here. And in this segment, we are going to be talking about all of the psychic forecasts to expect for the month of October in 2024. We're going to be talking about the solar eclipse is going to be happening on the new moon that's going to set off the energy in Libra. We're also going to be talking about the full moon that's going to be in Aries, the super moon, okay? And we're going to be talking about the numerological events that's going to be taking place. We're in a 8-year, but we're going to be in a 9-month. October is a 9-month. So let's break it down, family. We're also going to be talking about all of the powers that you're going to be getting. October is known also as the powerful time where the incarnated deities or gods, aka you, the sleeping giants, get your DNA upgrades. You get your DNA activations. This is when your powers turn on. It's the reason why they call this the mystical month. Okay, your psychic powers are going to be amplified. Your intuition is going to be sharper. Your creative abilities are going to be heightened. Okay, so we're going to be talking about all of this, family. So first of all, if you're new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you hit that bell so that you'll always be notified of new videos. But anyway, let's dive along into it. So let's talk about this new moon in Libra that's going to be kicking off on October 2nd. Now, Libra is known as the scales, the balance, right? It's also dealing with karma. Now, this is the time when a lot of karma is going to be happening. Now, if you've been putting in good energy, you've been investing in yourself, you've been pouring into others, you've been fueling your relationships, you've been doing the shadow work, you've been doing all of your spiritual work in order to become the person that you are today. Now, October is known as the time of harvest, okay? You're going to be harvesting all of the good energy, all of the good abundance that you've been sharing with others is about to come back onto you. However, I do warn that if you've been putting out a lot of negative energy, jealousy, hate, spitefulness, and all of those lower vibrational energies, that's going to come back to you as well. And I'm going to talk about that, okay? Because if you have people who have been trying to sabotage you, who have been trying to slander your name, who have been trying to instigate and pick on you and bully you and turn out your flame, and you've been doing nothing to these people, we're just trying to mind your business, take care of business, and do what you got to do for yourself, well, honey, I'm about to tell you, karma is about to rain on that butt, okay? It's about to get real for them. And you're going to actually have front row seats to watch the same people who wanted to watch you suffer. Oh, baby, they're about to suffer and you about to see, okay? Because October is not only going to be the month of karma, okay? We got to understand that October was never really originally an 8th. October was originally an 8th month. Listen to it. Right? Oct, when you look at the etymology of the word oct and where that comes from, right? That root word usually means, oct means 8, the 8 number. Now, a lot of things change throughout history. They changed the dates, they changed the time because we're following the Gregorian calendar, which is very different from what our indigenous ancestors have practiced, which is why a lot of people feel off balance or not in sync with nature. They're actually violating the laws of rhythm. Okay, nature has a certain rhythm that we follow, and all of the animals, all of the insects, everything is synchronized with this rhythm besides human beings. And what's happening is that more people are starting to feel these subtle energies, and if they're not in sync or in balance with nature's rhythm that we also talk about in our Conjure Society, family, nature's rhythm, if you're not in sync with nature's rhythm, you're going to feel the imbalance. Your relationships are going to be imbalanced. Your life is going to be imbalanced. Your health will be imbalanced. Your mind will be imbalanced. And if you have an imbalanced mind, then your world will be imbalanced. The universe is mental, all is mind. These are the universal principles that we actually dive deeper in our Conjure Society, family. Okay, if you're interested in that, I'll drop the link below. But I want to also mention, family, that this is the time where you want to also focus on your relationships. What relationships are serving you and what is not serving you anymore? Libra deals with that Venusian energy, relationships, money, pleasure, passions, creativity, right? Creations, music, arts. So now you're being forced, the world is being forced to kind of focus on their relationships. Do these relationships build you? Do they bring a creative energy or do they bring a destructive energy? Do they bring out the worst in you? Do they break you down or do they build you up? Okay, these are very important that we need to start to think about, because October is known as the vortex month. The vortex month meaning that it's the harvest month. So whatever energy that you pour into the month of October, you're going to see that energy prevalent throughout the rest of the remaining year for 2025, the following year. Okay, the mystics, the shamans, the healers of ancient antiquity knew about this ancient mystical month. And this is why they planned the whole year around it. They did festivals for it, rituals, honored their ancestors. We're going to get into rituals further along into this video. Now, the fact that this is an 8-year, right? 2024, when you add that up, that equals an 8. 8 is known to be synchronized with Saturn. Okay, the planet Saturn known to be for karma. Okay, discipline, authority. Now, the fact that this is a year of karma, we said since the beginning of this year, we made a video, and we'll probably even clip it here, where we talked about this is the year where everything's going to be exposed. This is the year where celebrities who have not been doing what you think they're doing, okay? A lot of dark, dirty secrets, secret governments, the deep state, all of that stuff is coming to the forefront, and now the people are starting to see the truth. And what happens when more people's eyes are open? More people are becoming aware and conscious of the truth of the matter, what we've been lied to for all of these years, for centuries, for aeons. And those who have been in power, those who have been using their power to manipulate, to abuse, and suck the soul out of people, well, now they're being exposed. Now there's a power dynamic shift happening, because that 8 energy is not only synchronized with Saturn, but it deals with power, authority, okay, time. People have been talking about time is speeding up. We're entering into a new timeline. We're already in the timeline. When you're dealing with that eclipse season, right? This is the time of transformation. Now, family, I also want to mention 9, because October is a 9 month, and you're probably wondering, how did I get that? Well, when you add up the universal year number, which is 2024 that we're currently in, which equals an 8, and then you add up the sum of the digits of the current month, which is October, which the Gregorian calendar uses as 10, right? You don't use 0, zero has no value, so you just use the 1. So that would be 8 plus 1 is 9. That's how you get the universal 9 number. Now, this is a universal number that's going to affect everybody. However, everybody has their own personal number, right? Their own personal monthly number, and you can easily find that by adding the month, your month that you was born, the date that you was born, and the current year. That's how you find a universal year. But then if you use universal year and then add the current month, that is how you will find your personal month number. Okay. 9 is the number that deals with completion, endings. Now, understand that we're entering into a new paradigm shift. So that means that we have to destroy the old systems in order to make way for the new. Because Libra deals with relationships, because we're in an 8-year, because we're in a 9-month, we got to put all of that together. What does that mean? October being that mystical, magical vortex month of harvest, okay? This is why it's so important to make sure that you're not being sucked into the negative vibrations that social media and the news will try to pull you into. They're going to try to even make sacrifices of celebrities, sacrifices to get media outrage from certain people, certain groups of people, certain demographics of people. And if you pay attention, there's a certain pattern where they do this every single year. And now a lot of more people are starting to wake up to what this shadow government, these dark leaders are really up to. People are starting to see it now. Okay, and the people are starting to speak out and starting to rebel about it. And the government has also been trying to infiltrate social media, because the people have been utilizing social media to start this revolution. The revolution will be digitalized. It will not be televised. And that's what we're seeing happening now. So now they're trying to make a monopoly or capitalize off of social media to silence our voice. And this is why a lot of powerful influencers, a lot of spiritual influencers who are real, who are actually trying to give this information to the people, their videos are being deleted, such as mine. I have several videos that have been deleted. And so now that's why I'm bringing my supporters to my platform, off of these platforms, so that way we can discuss and talk about topics that won't be censored, that won't be blocked. because it's time for this information to get out. And that's what this is all about, family. That's what our tribe is all about. Connect with like-minded individuals, because your vibe will attract your tribe. And with this Libra energy, you're going to be attracting the energies that you're vibrating on. So pay attention to what you're vibrating on. Pay attention to your thought frequencies and what you're feeling, right? Because as spiritual beings, we are driven by our energy. Energy is just simply energy, emotions, energy in motion. Emotion is energy in motion. So our emotions is what helps fuel us or push us to our goals and our desires. And what they're trying to do is trap you in your emotions by staying in this low vibrational state, by opening up social media and seeing a rage post, and now you're angry. You woke up in a good mood, now you've seen a post on social media, now you're in a bad mood. Now your emotions are being pulled every which way. And if you don't have control of your emotions, then somebody has control over it. And if you don't have control over your mind, somebody is controlling your mind. And this is what we talk about. It's all about breaking free from these systems, activating your godlike DNA, breaking free from this matrix, reprogramming your mind, and getting all of the lies and all of the fluff that they've been telling us and selling us. It's about deprogramming all of that and reprogramming your mind. The human body is a supercomputer, and you have to reprogram it. And all of this is possible with rituals, with affirmations, with certain sigils, programming the mind with subconscious symbols. And we're going to get into that, family, okay? We're going to get into that. This is also the time where a lot of new leaders are going to rise up. So all of the false leaders are going to be falling, and all of the real leaders are going to be rising up. The humanitarian. 9 is the number that is synchronized with Neptune as well as Aries. This is the time where rebels rise up, right? The revolution begins. So there may be some political strife. We got the elections coming up, right? It's a lot of heat going on in society right now, all around the world, and people are feeling it. With these eclipses happening, people are feeling transformed. People are feeling different, right? Relationships are ending. That's what the Scorpio, we're going to be stepping into that Scorpio energy starting October 22nd, right? And then we also got that full moon that's coming up. We got the full moon coming up on October 17th. It's a super moon. So we have a solar eclipse that's on the 2nd of October. Then we have a freaking super moon that's going to be coming up on October 17th. So it's a lot of energy, okay? Not to mention that Pluto is going to go direct. So with that Pluto going direct, with that Scorpio energy, that transformational energy, rebirth and renewal, that theme is going to be even more stronger. Okay, and the people that's going to be most affected at this time is Aquariuses, Capricorns, and Pisces. Remember, 9 can be synchronized with Mars, but it also can be synchronized in certain belief systems as Neptune, which is the month of illusions. Remember, it's a mystical, magical month. So be cautious with doing certain partnerships and signing certain agreements, or jumping into certain relationships. Libra dealing with that relationship aspect of Venus, right? Because some people may not necessarily have the best intentions for you. However, truth will be revealed this month. So if you've been with somebody that you've been suspicious about their intentions, or let's say you've been having dreams or visions that your spouse or significant other has been lying to you, cheating on you, this is going to be revealed, okay? All of this is going to be revealed to you. Everything is being exposed now, from the microcosm to the macrocosm. This is also the time for justice. Now, if you're thinking about what type of rituals to do, this is the time to do shadow work. This is the time to do karmic work, healing work, right? Healing the heart, relationships, things of that nature, as well as if you're thinking about finding balance in your life. Libra, when I think about Libra, I think about Ma'at, the Kemetic goddess who deals with the scales, having your heart light as a feather, asking yourself, is your heart in alignment with your true purpose and destiny, or are you living a lie? These are questions to ask yourself, because living a lie is also a sin to yourself, right? It's blasphemy to your soul. You're going against your destiny and what your soul's mission was really put here to do. And that's what we talk about on my platform. We talk about activating your godlike DNA. We talking about stop putting yourself in this human level of being and to raise up as the true goddess or God that you are. They've lied to you. They told you that your history is a lie. They told you that you're just human. You're not able to do these superhuman things. But I'm here to tell you that you are. And starting October, and some people have already started gaining their powers, okay? Since we had that eclipse earlier on in spring, A lot of eclipses happen, a lot of transformations happening. Okay, family, there's so many shifts that's happening with the two moons and everything. People are going to get their superpowers amplified, and it may be uncomfortable at first because these powers, you're probably not used to it. You probably have to adjust to it. Your physical body has to adjust to the spiritual upgrades that you're getting. Just like your phone gets upgrades, your supercomputer, your physical body has to get upgrades, as well as your spiritual body. So it's going to take your physical body some time to catch up to the spiritual body. That's what some of us call ascension symptoms. And when we're talking about karma, right? People always talk about karma. What karma really is the law of cause and effect. Look at your life and look at the beginning of this year and ask yourself, what have you done this year? What seeds have you been planting? What have you been working on? And ask yourself, has any of those projects manifested? How are they doing? How are you doing with your goals? Where are you exactly with your goals? Have you changed? Are you on track? Are you off track? Do you need to get back on track? That's what this time is all about, to really just sit down, to reflect and say, okay, what have I done? What am I doing now? Where am I going? Right? To get clear and focused on your path. And that's what the Libra skills is all about. It's about balance and what's working, what's not working, what needs to be discarded and what needs to be kept, maintained, or amplified. Not to mention, this is also Hoodoo Heritage Month. So I also will be putting out some videos talking about Hoodoo. My roots, my beginning of when I started my spiritual journey, Hoodoo is what introduced me to my path, right? So I definitely want to put out some content on Hoodoo, and I want to educate people about it, to demystify it, to get rid of all of the negative connotations about magic and our indigenous practices. That's what this platform is all about. It's about educating people about the truth of our ancestral roots, our spiritual practices, and demystifying and deprogramming all the lies that we have been taught. Because this is our power. This is the power that you need to manifest your destiny and your goals. Manifesting with just your mind is possible, but rituals, they take it to a whole nother level. That's where a lot of these law of attraction specialists and gurus, they lack. They only tell you to think positive thoughts. If you can see it, then you can believe it, then you can achieve it. It's all fluff and it sounds nice, but how many of us have felt frustrated because we followed what they said, we manifested it, we thought about it day in and day out, but it still didn't manifest like we wanted? Why? Because rituals is what solidify it. Our ancestors knew this. Ritual is bringing the unseen to the seen, the spiritual to the material. It's the dance between the two. And our ancestors understood this science. And this is what I teach on my platform. This is actually what I teach in my Conjurer Society. So I will drop the links below, family. So to summarize, family, October is going to be a powerful month. It's going to be in the 9th month where you're going to be finding closure, completion of cycles, as well as feeling more fulfilled, being more clear, getting your spiritual activations, getting your DNA activations and your spiritual downloads so that you can be more clear on your purpose as a god, as a goddess, stepping into your power, getting the karmic retribution that you deserve. If you've been waiting for karma, if you've been waiting for justice, now is the time. You're going to see it. I'm telling you, people who have hurt you in the past is going to come back begging for a second chance. Okay, people who have done you wrong, you're going to hear bad things happening to them. Okay, because you are the chosen one, you are anointed. And when you are blessed, anointed, and you are hand selected by the divine to do a divine purpose, when people try to get into your way or stop you from doing this great work, spirit will handle them. You don't even have to worry about them. You don't have to burn candles or do rituals on them because spirit will have it for you. You won't even probably know about all of the enemies that your ancestors and spirit guides destroyed that was trying to stick knives in your back. You didn't even know. Why? Because your ancestors was like, yo, don't even worry about that. I got you. Some of y'all come from some powerful bloodlines and you don't even realize it. You don't even realize it. And there's ways to activate your ancestors. There's ways to find out who your ancestors are. There's ways to find out the names of your deities, right? Of your guardian angels. Everybody came into this planet, into this world with a guardian spirit. Some with several. Okay, and there's ways to find out how to tap into these energies. And the reason why you're not where you are in life is because there's a disconnect between your spirit, who you really are, right? This true self, and this identity that you have been taught that you are. This avatar, this physical avatar that you've identified with, what society has programmed inside of you. It is time for you to kill that, to destroy that. That's what this Scorpio, this Scorpionic energy, this Libra energy, this October energy is all about: transformation, death and rebirth and renewal. Okay, it's time for you to rise up from the ashes. Renew. You're not that person you used to be anymore. That person's gone. Mourn that person, grieve that person. If you've been feeling like you're emotional, you've been crying lately, not knowing why you've been feeling like this, you are mourning the person that you used to be. That person does not serve you anymore. And with that death, that human sacrifice of self that you will make, you'll realize that new things will form, better relationships, better opportunities, okay? A better mindset, better habits, better people around you, better environments. Everything will upgrade around you. Trust, okay? So get ready, family, because we are in harvest season and there's about to be a lot of good things coming for us. Ashe, Aho, Duwa, Amen, Ra. So, to close with a really good quote from Toni Morrison: if you want to fly, you got to let go of the ish that holds you down. And that means the people, places, and possessions that no longer serve you. We are Vibe and High family. Join us as we elevate. Join us as we continue to grow in our goddesshood and our godhood to be the true divine heirs that we are, so that we can step into our power and take our rightful throne as the true divine royal beings. Ashe. Thank you so much for watching, family. If this video has resonated in any way, make sure that you subscribe, hit that bell, and also share this with a friend. Until next time, Conjure Queen signing out. Peace.